He is the one middleweight world champion. Stepping into action is Reinier, the Dutch Knight Reinier. The reigning and defending one light heavyweight world champion. The Burmese Python, Aung La N Sang.
N Sang entered this rematch as the dominant Division I world champion, holding both middleweight and light heavyweight titles.
Now that he did have a good cap, and he's caught big deck with the left hand. Yuki Shimada's poised.
A national hero in Myanmar, he carried immense pressure and pride into every fight, inspired by his status as the Burmese Python.
Mount, and busy with the right hand. And Salam is in trouble. It's over. What an impressive start.
Known for his granite chin, wrestling soundness, and heart, N Sang consistently demonstrated resilience, even after being taken down and submitted by Reinier in their first matchup.
Is it gonna happen? Oh my word!
Heading into the April rematch, he aimed to reassert dominance in the heavier division, prove he belonged atop the light heavyweight class, and avenge the first loss.
Reinier is trying to do tonight. Looks immediately to take down Aung La and does.
Now, this is really important for Aung La. He's got to push off the head, get his back up against that wall, and start working his way back up.
Had that dead hip on the ground, but Aung La is able to work himself back to his feet. So until...
Man, these long arms of Reinier are so difficult to deal with.
The same one from last time that captured in the middleweight belt. The body triangle wrapped around the midsection of Aung La.
He's got to get to the other side. See how he's leaning to the knee side of Reinier? He's got to try to get to the locked side, that foot side, which is the other side, so he can relieve some.
Still a long time to go. 2 minutes 45 remaining. First round set for 5. It's all one-way traffic right now to RDR.
Yeah, Reinier does a good job with that left leg, lacing it.
Reinier said he would tap out Aung La inside of 3 minutes. How's the defense looking from Aung La tonight, Dragon?
It's better, but he's getting, Reinier is not going after the face crank like he did last time. Reinier's got a nasty squeeze, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a vice-like slow.
Holds on, he's out of trouble. That was close. Wow. That was razor close.
Oh,
and
wow,
he's out. How about this? Here comes Aung La. Hammer fist there from Aung La. Side control Aung La.
Wow, Aung La initiates back into the ground, jumps into the guard.
Good left hand from Aung La. Should he be getting out of here? Should he be standing up?
I'm not sure why Aung La didn't back up and make Reinier stand.
Reinier staying on his back. He does not want to get to the feet with Aung La. How taste my feet. Fires another up kick to Reinier, but then Aung La turned the tide as we go to the towels. And got to the top.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see here, Reinier was on the back, does a great job of working the body triangle, lacing the leg with his
instructions in the corner from the team at Sanford MMA for Aung La N Sang. Challenger and middleweight world champion, Reinier. Body shot from Aung La. Reinier immediately ties him up.
When he was standing in the guard right there.
Sucked that leg in, pulled Aung La down to the mat, but Aung La's trying to work his way back up.
He did the same thing against Big Dash as well, working the ref. That's veteran experience is what that is.
Getting his legs back and then working his way back up the wall. This is
uppercut from Aung La, beautifully placed on the inside, nice and tight. And another uppercut from Aung La.
And this takes a lot of energy out of you. And one of the advantages that Aung La always brings.
Mount easily.
Such a smooth transition to mount there. He did that so easily.
The elbows from the towering Dutch Knight, dropping them down. Aung La's going to give his back. No.
He does such a great job of this. This is where his veteran experience really pays off in the circle.
Man, look at those legs of Reinier. He has been Aung La has only landed a few leg kicks, but
what's he done here with his legs, Dragon?
Well, he's got one side, so he's got one hook in, and then he triangled. That's those legs.
Side control here for RDR. Knee on belly from the Dutch Knight. Drops the elbows on the forehead of Aung La. Right at the end of the round.
Was a dominant 10 minutes showcased by RDR, the middleweight champion, as the light heavyweight champion, Aung La N Sang, is just continuously defending these takedowns, Rich.
I got to wonder here if
ready? Round 3 of 5 for the light heavyweight world title, held by the man left
control the ground. Aung La had a minute to a minute and a half of shining at the end of the first round, but it wasn't enough to really close.
Popping left hands there from RDR.
I'm still here. Like we do in the gym.
But, Aung La's got to be careful here. This is round 3. We talk about the championship rounds. That's where he always shines. But
Peel that arm off, just listening to his coaches, and Henry Hooft is just walking him through the steps he needs to do to just survive these positions.
What's funny here is that the non-Dutch fighter has the Dutch style of striking. Dutch kickboxing, it's all Aung La.
On top of him with pressure, and Aung La having trouble moving him makes me wish I could have a grappling session with the Ritter.
I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
So good Reinier de Ridder is at closing that distance, getting the body, and then taking this match to the ground.
Determination inside than what Aung La has.
We've seen Aung La N Sang put people away. Aung La N Sang is always in it, but he has to stop then.
And this just looks like a replay from the first match that they had with that takedown. The reason why the Ritter's able to step through like that is because his legs are so long. Like, when Aung La brings that leg up from the bottom.
Ritter has the back of Aung La again, as he has every round. Will he slap on that triangle?
We're working on it. Go.
He's got to get out of this body triangle. He's got to start moving.
This body triangle will make it even harder for Aung La to breathe, to fill his lungs.
Movements, Aung La was able to spin into the circle, which he's able to do right now.
Yeah, but the Ritter's not off that back yet.
More difficult for Aung La to move. See how his left leg is kind of trapped there? Now he's doing a good job of it. It's happened for 20 minutes solid, where you're just outclassed, and you really have to step things up. But Aung La carries that power into deep rounds, so he still has the capability to...
Geez, you're a praised man tonight, Mitch. I'll tell you what, little cocky calling out Rich Franklin like that. Final seconds of the round ends in full mount for RDR.
I don't think I need to go through the scorecard on this, because clearly anybody watching at home can tell that the Ritter is winning this thing.
To end season 1 of One on TNT, Aung La N Sang, Reinier de Ridder. It's been all de Ridder so far, and he's shooting. And there's the takedown head from Aung La, but he's got to find a way to get off his back. Can Aung La get there now? Can he get to his feet? Top position for Aung La.
Nice job by Aung La N Sang to explode out of the mounted position, and now he's working from the top. He's got 2 minutes.
There is no surrender in the Myanmar superstar, but time is now a big enemy for him. 2 minutes remaining. His chin with your hand and posture up to work that ground and pound.
Get on your toes. Push into it.
Pulls the right hand out to Aung La. Can't land it cleanly, however. RDR closes down the posture again of the champion. Such an iconic part of one championship all around Asia.
Yeah, you can see how he's trying to overhook that arm and then try to get his hips outside to attempt possibly an arm bar.
We are going to a decision here in Singapore in our main event. We may see the title change hands.
Let me say first, Aung, thank you, brother. It's a great honor. You've improved leaps and bounds since six months ago, which is admirable. A true champion, humble as always. Thank you so much, man.
Of your winner by unanimous decision, and new One Light Heavyweight World Champion,